who is Arianne Hartono, AlexEala's first opponent after the U.S. Open. After her U.S. Open stint, AlexEala is back in action with a clash against world number 187. Hartono at the Guadalajara 125 Open. AlexEala is back in action after her U.S. Open exit, facing Dutch player Arianne Hartono in the first round of the Guadalajara 125 Open at Zapopan, Mexico on Wednesday, PH. Time. The 20-year-old Filipino tennis ace already faced Hartono thrice before, winning all of their previous matchups. Hartono turned pro back in 2016 when I was just 11 years old and has since claimed 3 titles in the ITF in singles and 21 in ITF doubles tournaments. In the WTA Tour, Hartono has reached 3 challenger finals in doubles, the same level of the Guadalajara 125 Open, where she finished runner-up all 3 times. Her most recent final was at the Hall of Fame Open in the U.S., where she fell against American duo Kali and Ivana. All her 3 final stints in doubles at the WTA Challenger level were done with India's Profana Toom as her partner. The 29-year-old has a career-high ranking in singles as world number 135, which she achieved in April 2024. She is currently down to world number 187. Meanwhile, Eala is currently ranked number 75. Eala is also the 2 seed in the tournament, even as a wild card, while Hano is unseeded. Eala and Hartono last met at the W00 tournament at Bengaluru in India earlier this year, where I won in dominating fashion 6-2, 6-1. Eala also swept Hartono in bareback in January, seeking a bounce back after her exit against lower-ranked Christina Buxer at the U.S. Open. Eala will be looking for another commanding win over Hartono to start the final stretch of her 2025 season. The match is scheduled for 3:20 a.m. IN. Hartono be April 21st, 1996, is a professional tennis player from the Netherlands known for her steady climb on the ITF and WTA circuits. She achieved a career-high singles ranking of number 135 in April 2024 and peaked at number 123 in doubles in July 2022. Raised in Meppel and born in Groningen, Hartono blends Indonesian and Chinese heritage and is the niece of Indonesian badminton icon's daddy and Lucky Tadakti. She distinguished herself in collegiate tennis at the University of Mississippi, becoming the first Dutch player to win the NCAA Division I Women's Singles Championship in 2018 and was honored with the Honda Sports Award as a top female collegiate tennis player that same year. As a professional, she has claimed 3 singles titles and more than 20 doubles titles on the ITF circuit. Notable achievements include winning the 2024 Porto Open doubles title alongside Thanatum and securing the 2021 Copa LP Chile doubles crown with Olivia Gendralia. She debuted in a WTA to main draw at the 2021 Luxembourg Open qualifying for the event with a victory over Annalena Freedom, her first match against Alex after the U.S. Open. After Alex's emotional triumph at the 2025 U.S. Open, where she became the first Filipina to win a main draw Grand Slam match in the Open era. Her next competitive encounter saw her face and Hartono in the opening round of the ITFW 100 tournament in Bengaluru, India. Eala secured a dominant 6-2, 6-1 win over Hartono, marking her first victory at that level in the tournament. Artist palette, a creative portrait within 1,400 words in the brilliant aftermath of Flushing Meadows, where dawn rays tease the horizon. Alexandria stood absorbed in her own whirlwind of triumph and reflection. The U.S. Open had crowned her with history. She had wept, elated, and overwhelmed by the magnitude of her win, the cheers still echoing in her soul. Her journey back began not on polished the stages, but in the soot glow of Bengaluru's afternoon sun. And Arianne Hartono, a calm, disciplined presence, walking the polished stone pathways of the W100 grounds, a player whose ascent was painted in broader, steadier strokes. Collegiate champion turned it, and professional Hano carried with her the serenity of experience. The Ense crowned the ITF circuits traverse with grit, the beautiful discipline honed at old Mississippi. Now she found herself across from a rising star, eyes brimming with renewed fire. Alexander's momentum coursed visibly through her as she warmed up with a swinging cadence that veered between fierce and jubilant. And though her Tono had faced formidable foes before and stood high in the seating of the tournament, the atmosphere vibrating with Eala's energy suggests a collision of current and legacy. The match commenced with the sharp crack of serves meeting retain. Eala's first serves arrowed and precise. Hartono responded with composed backhands, tactical finesse in every swing, but the court seemed to tilt, not in soil or shifting eye, but emotionally. Alexandra, buoyed by a newfound confidence, played the ball. Not just the opponent, fluent, emboldened. The scoreboard told the story 6-2, 6-1, in Eala's favor. Numbers, though clear, cannot fully convey the poetry of that hour. Eala's joyous fall of arms and staggered pace as she claimed decisive points. Hano's slow, respectful applause at the net as they met, each acknowledging the other's path. After the final point, Eala raised her racket to the sky, breath still shallow. The court resurfaced as more than just a battlefield. It was a canvas, and today she had painted a bold stroke. Hano, steadier but gracious, offered a smile, knowing the match was less about defeat and more about the passing of a torch, lighting a flame ever brighter. Tono, the refined veteran, shootability built from steady pursuit. She is consistent, methodical, and carries the calm of someone who's painted a long journey, occasionally winning, sometimes overshadowed, but always present in the narrative. Eala, the electrifying storm, a whirlwind of innovation, dreams, and surprise. Her rise is alchemical, turning pressure into beauty, her youth into audacity, her nation's history into her drive. As Eala warped off court into the cooling Katakaka air, the afternoon sun softening into dusk, she carried more than a win. She carried momentum, a responsibility to escalate, to continue thriving. Hano, meanwhile, retreated with grace, processing not the sting of loss, but the reaffirmation of her own path, determined, persevering, seasoned. In this singular moment after the U.S. Open, two distinct tennis lives intersected. Arianne Hartono, the experienced Dutch German with accolades, both collegiate and ITF, stood across from Alexandria, the Filipino firebrand, freshly crowned by her emotional slam breakthrough. Their encounter in Bengaluru was more than a win and a loss. It was a meeting of past and promise. Hano remains a testament to steady excellence. Eala is a testament to explosive potential. And on that Bengaluru court against the tapestry of newfound dreams, Tono was first. Opponent after the U.S. Open, a pivot, point in the young star's ascending arc. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next